Step right up, let's take the dive. Crypto world is coming alive. From XRP to the blockchain beat. Join the crew, we're pioneers meet. Got builders, dreamers, paving the way. Multi-chain vibes, we're here to stay. Wanna know? Don't wait, let's go. Dip a toe, join the Web3 flow. Take a step, explore the scene. Dip a toe, show, living the dream. From the ledger to the stars we climb. Crypto's future, it's our time. Dip a toe, yeah, take that chance. Join the vibe, let's crypto dance. It's a crypto dance. Faces of crypto, stories we share. Early adopters, they're everywhere. From XRPL to the Web3 wave. Bold moves, only we're here to pave. Melissa and Simon, they light the way. Every week it's a crypto play. Wanna know? Don't wait, let's go. Dip a toe, join the Web3 flow. Take a step, explore the scene. Dip a toe, show, living the dream. From the ledger to the stars we climb. Crypto's future, it's our time. Dip a toe, yeah, take that chance. Join the vibe, let's crypto dance. Let's crypto dance. No advice, just a spark to ignite. Do your research, keep your vision tight. Community strong, we're building the way. Dip a toe show, here to stay. Take a step, explore the scene. Dip a toe show, living the dream. From the ledger to the stars we climb. Crypto's future, it's our time. Dip a toe, yeah, take that chance. Join the vibe, let's crypto dance. Go take a chance. Don't be shy. Crypto's calling. We're reaching the sky. Join the movement. Come take a look. Web3's rising. The world's been shook. Ooh.
The world's been shook. Ooh.
You gotta unmute and whoa.
How you doing, Simon?
Oh man, I'm doing fantastic for this hump day. I can't even believe we are like in the middle of March 2026. Time
Crazy.
flies when you're having fun. It is crazy. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic.
I have a question.
Fantastic.
I'm fantastic. Are you doing ventriloquist on the side?
I
You getting
am.
ready for
You know
Vegas
what?
yet?
I did used to practice as a ventriloquist when I was a little kid.
Dude, you gotta
I
bring that
wasn't
down to
hearing
Vegas.
good.
Do that at
Are
6
you
8 J,
still?
6
You know,
8
trying
J
to talk
show
without
down there.
Yeah.
That would be hilarious. My question for you is: have you curbed the habit of staying up late night and on X? You're doing a good job. I'm proud of you. Don't resist. Don't resist.
No,
Just
I
keep
haven't.
doing you.
I apologize. I have not. I'm trying, though. I am trying to get better about my time management because I have a lot of stuff going on.
Yes,
As
you
you
do.
know, we have a lot
I
of
do
cool
know.
stuff happening. Guys, welcome to the Dip a Toe Show, where we dip our toes into the wild world of digital assets, block innovation, and the amazing people building it all. I am Melissa, for those of you that don't know, and this is my fantastic co-host, Simon. I am so happy that you're back.
I am too. It's good to be back. It's, you know, what I'm doing right now, as some of you do not know, I went back to the day job because when the day job's there, it's so choice on the monies. However, I got to give up everything else, and this is everything else here. There's so many things to give up, so it's a toughie, and I'm so glad that I'm able to really still make this show and still make it happen. So I miss it. I miss it. So thank you.
So are we. Well, we have 47 people watching already,
Yes!
guys. This is going to be fantastic. Of course, we've got Silver Days in the house, as always.
What time did he post the comment? What time did he post?
It was
2:34 p.m.
Yeah, it was like yesterday at 5:43. Dip a toe, let's go, because he loves this show so much, and we appreciate you.
Silver Days, we love each other.
So we have Island Ghost Stephanie and William and Gone Rogues in the house. Texas Guns is here tonight. Of course, we got Stone from Coffee and Crypto with Stone. Let's go, Jono. He loves Jono. And of course, we have Justin from Florida Man Landscaping, FML FinTech Management Limited. Corn is in the house. Our beautiful Makita. Gosh, Connie Evans. We have a lot of people in here. Oh, look at who we have. Happy Dip-a-Toe Day.
That's a gem. That's a gem of a person right there. Literally, like there's only one of them is right there.
There's only one. There can only be one. And
right.
Stone says, hello, fam. Guys, please share this out. For those of you who don't know, we're Dip-a-Toe. We stream live every Wednesday from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are on X. We are on YouTube, Rumble, Facebook, Twitch, and imutv.tv. So please be sure that you're subscribed to our channels. For those of you who don't know, I did screw up a little bit. We have a contest that we're participating in, and I think it's appropriate to say it at the top of the show. We have a new community on X, the Dip-a-Toe Show community. I'm going to find the post and post it in the chat because I did an epic fail for my contest. We are giving away a free streaming live ticket for 68J's Crypto for Life XRP Las Vegas meetup. It's on April 29th, the day before the big XRP conference there in Las Vegas. For those of you who can't attend, the tickets are $99 to get a streaming ticket. It is an all-day event from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And so this is your chance to be there and watch for free. All I ask you for free. I'm going to post the post in the chat, and I just want you to say why you love Dip-a-Toe Show, why you support Dip-a-Toe Show, if you support it, and make sure that you're following our channels. Right, it's pretty easy. And then at 10:10, our after space, I'm going to randomize and we're going to pick a winner for this week's show prize or whatever. So
the Dip-a-Toe Show prize.
Yeah.
Show your love for the Dip-a-Toe Show, and you can get the gift.
And if you're not on X and you're just watching on YouTube, just go ahead and post some comments underneath our live stream, and that'll suffice. Or if you're watching on Rumble or Facebook, go ahead and post it underneath, and I will go and check all of them and put everybody into the drawing. And so, yeah, good luck, everyone. But anyway, without further ado, tonight is our monthly Faces of Crypto series, which we do on the third Wednesday of every month. And we shine the spotlight on some incredible voices, the builders on the blockchain, particularly in the XRP Ledger ecosystem. And tonight we're talking Possums, DAOs, provably fair gaming, and sold out music NFTs. We have a fantastic guest lineup. First, we have the dynamic duo behind XRP Ledger Awesome Possum, Chris, better known as GORK, and Jason XRP Possum. They are the co-founders of XRPL Awesome Possum.com. They're bringing fun with their community-driven NFT project that is built on the XRP Ledger. It's full of creativity, gaming vibes, and pure possum-powered innovation in the XRP space. Next, we have Daniel Keller of Lucky Hash. He's often playfully called the CEO of the XRP Ledger. Daniel's all about the on-chain fun with Lucky Hash, luckyhash.win, a provably fair blockchain gaming platform powered by XRP Ledger hashes, featuring scratch cards, dice, lottery, race slots, CSC, casino coin, hash flip, holy smokes, instant payouts, and total transparency. We're going to find all about that because that's pretty interesting. Then we have our friend Jenna X. I don't know if you're in the XRP Ledger community, you surely know who Jenna X is. She is a spokesperson for the XAO DAO and a key member of the Lucky Hash team. She's representing the world's first DAO built natively on the XRP Ledger, empowering community governance, transparency, and XRP Ledger growth. Plus, She's deep in provably fair gaming with Lucky Hash. So that's going to be an interesting conversation with her as well. And finally, we have the fan favorite, our beloved John O, a true multifaceted creator, musician, photographer, artist, and crypto enthusiast. He's minting music videos as unique one-of-one NFTs on the XRP Ledger, including his recent sold out Be All Right collection on imcollectibles.xyz with 100 special editions and stunning one-of-one art covers. So, as you guys can see, we got a stacked lineup tonight. Expect real talk on XRP Ledger projects, NFTs, DAOs, on-chain gaming, music, and crypto, community governance, and all the latest energy in the XRP ecosystem. So whether you're a longtime holder, a builder, or just dipping in, pull up a chair, grab your favorite drink, and let's make some waves together. The chat is open, so if you have any questions, put them all in caps, drop them in the chat, and let's get this show rolling. Simon, if you please bring in our guest, that would be fantastic. Yes. Welcome to the Dip and Toe Show. Do we have everybody? There we go.
No, we lost one. We lost Chris.
Where isn't GORK?
We got him. Well, let's see, where is he at? Okay.
No,
we'll bring him. Here.
We'll bring him
device
back.
not gonna. Yep, he'll come in.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to the Dip and Toe Show, you guys. I appreciate you guys coming. How's everybody doing this evening?
Awesome.
Wonderful.
Awesome.
I
was gonna say, wait, need we have any different response from Jason? The Awesome Possum. So, gentlemen and ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Faces of Crypto. If you haven't watched the show before, we like to go around the room and have everyone introduce themselves. Tell us a little bit about yourself, how long you've been in crypto, and did you have a eureka moment? And we are going to go with Chris GORK first, if I can get him over there. For whatever reason, I'm not able to get him there. There we go. Welcome to the Dip a Toe Show, Faces of Crypto. How you doing tonight, Chris?
Yeah, thanks for having me. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I just love getting all these like spaces and actually getting some FaceTime. Because I always feel like I'm behind the screen, just working in the shadows, doing my thing. So I'm really glad to be here tonight. But yeah, a little bit about myself. My name is Chris Gretzky. I live on the west coast of Canada. I live here with my brother, Jason, who lives over in Vancouver, kind of thing. We got together probably about 4 years to start this project. And my whole life I've been a graphic designer. So to get into the art scene and kind of do stuff with digital arts and just making websites just made sense to me, kind of deal. And my aha moment was probably not the first Christmas when Jason came over and talked about crypto for the first time, but the second time. So when he showed up, we're talking about these digital assets and how we can actually physically like prove that we own them, and then now how we can use that inside of video games. So right away, my mind just started going crazy with like little explosions of what we could do with this in the future. And I'm excited to be here and to talk about what we've got going on. So thank you.
Well, welcome. It's wonderful to see your face on the Faces of Crypto. I know a lot of people have been really excited about this show with you two on here. So welcome. Next up, we have Jason. Welcome to Faces of Crypto.
How's it going, Melissa? Simon, thank you very much for having us up here today.
Fantastic. Tell us a little bit about yourself and how long you've been in crypto and all the good news.
Yeah, so my name is Jason. I run the XRP Possum account on Twitter. We've been building now for about 4 years on the XRPL, and I think before we started this project, that was in 2021. So I think I actually got into crypto was late 2018, something like that, and yeah, that's it so far. That's me.
Well, welcome to the Faces of Crypto. We appreciate you coming. We have
Thanks.
99 people watching so far. You guys are the popular, cool kids everybody wants to see. Let's go. All right. Next up, we have Daniel Keller. Welcome to Faces of Crypto, sir. How are you doing this evening?
I'm fine. Thanks for having me. Glad to be here. Hope you're all having a good time. I'm in crypto since 2010. I had my aha moment when I read about Bitcoin on a tech site, got into mining, and I'm doing XRPL things since 2016, and I'm the CEO of the XRPL, I think, since like 2023, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember when they promoted me. Sorry for that, but I love the job.
I have a question for you. So, do you ever wear a kilt? Have you ever worn a kilt?
I have worn a kilt, yeah.
Did you ever sell? Well, okay. Only reason you probably are not the same person, but I swear you look just like the guy who sold me my first Bitcoin T-shirt at Bitcoin's Benz event in Texas, and he was wearing a kilt. And he looked very similar and sounded very similar. Doesn't he look like him though, Simon?
No, that wasn't me.
No, I'm gonna go with a hard no here. Hard
That's
no.
a
I
no.
remember. Yeah. Sorry. You had a little. You know what I'm saying? It's a good time. It was a good.
No, I was completely sober when I bought my T-shirt. Thank you.
Oh,
very much.
okay.
That's what everyone says. Yeah.
Well, welcome to Dip a Toe Show, Danielle. We look forward to hearing more because you've got a lot going on, and your colorful background is very intriguing. Let's go. All right.
Go.
Next up, we got Jenna X. How you doing, Jenna?
Hello, Melissa and Simon and everybody. I'm doing amazing. Thank you for having me on. I appreciate that. Let me see. Okay. My intro. Guys, I am Jenna X. I love to do all different kinds of content, things on the XRPL. I used to be an XRP maxi. Now we're a little more chain agnostic, but I am the spokesperson for XAO DAO. Pretty exciting. We'll get into that later. And also team member of Lucky Hash. You see the casino coin shirt on because, we're giving a proper goodbye to the OG casino coin. And my aha moment, well, let's see. I've been in crypto since 2017. I had a friend actually talk to me about Bitcoin and learned how to buy that, get on Coinbase and everything. But they were like explaining decentralization. Of course, I'm like, what does that mean? I need to know more. What do you mean this is the people's money? You mine it? Mine it how? What are you talking about? So that opened up a whole can of worms. And then my friend who worked for the NSA at the time in like 2019, actually 2020, told me about XRP. And then we all know Ripple was getting sued by the SEC. And I'm like, why are they getting sued? I think I want to jump in this. And then, down that rabbit hole I went and jumped on Twitter in 2021 and started talking about XRP nonstop. And that's how I kind of built my community, my audience. And I've made a ton of friends along the way. And this has honestly been one of the best things that's ever happened to me. So thanks for having me. I am so excited for tonight. It's going to be a blast.
Oh, it's going to be a blast. And before we move on to Jenna, I have to say, yeah, you're quite a popular person within the XRP community. And one of the cool things, you do all kinds of cool things, but one of the coolest things you did was boxing. Like you were in a boxing, like I've been like, holy smokes, this girl is something else. That had to take a lot of courage to go and do that. And how fun was that for you?
Oh my gosh, so fun, because why not, right? Like, George hit me up from Cryptos R Us initially for Influencer Fight Club. He's like, hey, Jenna, you want to fight? And at first I'm like, no, bro, never been a fight in my life. And then like, you know what? I was like, if BitBoy can do this, wait a minute. I can do this. Like, so I'm like, I'm going to have the same amount of training as someone else. Screw it. Let's do it. If nothing else, I'm getting a trip to Singapore and I'm going to get in shape. So now I've been to Singapore twice with it, one with an MMA match, won that. And then with the boxing match, did not win that. But guys, it was so much fun. Who knew getting punched in the face could be such a great time? Wouldn't trade it for the world. And that's because of crypto. So love it.
Well, and I have to say, like, you're a winner just doing it. Like, I don't think anybody, you, of course you want to win, but man, just going out there and doing that and then actually coming out still looking beautiful, you won. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, that is not something that's very easy. So yeah, super excited. Thank you for coming. It looks like we've lost John O again. So let's just go to I'm trying to figure out how we can do this because Jason and Chris are both going to talk about Awesome Possum. So maybe we go back to this and we'll put you guys next to each other. There we go.
I don't want to sit next to Daniel.
You know, too bad. You got. Oh, well, actually, okay. We'll put you. There we go. We'll put Simon in between the two of you. No fighting.
We're gonna talk about this on Monday.
Uh oh, hot dog, you're in trouble. Welcome, guys, Jason and Chris. I have watched you for quite a little while. Always wanted to have you on. You guys are real OGs in the XRP community. You want to talk about how talk about what your project is, because it's pretty fantastic, and you guys are legends, basically. So we'll just start with that.
Did you want to go first, Jason? Start off.
Yeah, sure. I'll go first. Yeah, I think me and Chris started Awesome Possum 4 years ago. It began with a crazy idea of turning a possum actually into an X, so then we can actually call it X Possum. Because back in the day, everyone was X. So there's X shrooms, X this, X that. So it's like, well, if we're going to do something, we're going to call it X Possum. Let's just change the possum and actually have it in the unique design of an X. So that's kind of where we started. And the goal for us has always been bigger than just NFTs. It's been more about community building up the ecosystem. And I think over time, just with like the Possum brand and everything, I think now like the brand is pretty much a symbol of resilience, community, and like builders of crypto. So we didn't start Awesome Possum to like flip NFTs or any of that stuff. We started Awesome Possum because we actually believed in the XRPL, and what we've seen is that it needed more culture, it needed community, it needed more builders. So that's what we're trying to bring. We're trying to bring more people into the ecosystem by building fun things and something like that. So that's kind of like how we started. And the direction that we're going, right? So, Chris, if you want to kind of start more there.
Can I ask one question? Can I ask one question?
Sure, yeah.
What made you think of possum? What drew you to the possum as being your mascot, or I don't really know, like your little.
So I knew I wanted to start because like I was thinking way before I even started a project that I wanted to build something, but I didn't actually know what I wanted to build yet because there was no NFTs yet, so it was only tokens, and I didn't want just to build a project on a token. So I was trying to think of names once the IOU tokens came out, and I'm thinking of names for about a month, and I couldn't think of nothing. And my wife was actually doing laundry. And we just got this little Yorkie, and she's like, "Oh, you're my little Awesome Possum," and I heard her in the background. I'm like, "Awesome Possum, like that's what we got to do." I'm like, "Awesome Possum, it's the great name," and it's like possums aren't they're not super cute, they're not cuddly. It's just that's just kind of how I just think that like. We want to be different, so we don't want to pick something cute. We want it to be different and original. Yes. So I think that's kind of why we picked the possum, was just because it's no one did it. So we just wanted to be the first.
Fantastic, I love it. Oh, Chris.
Yeah. So it wasn't a bear, so that's what I really liked about it. It's like different, and I always like that as a kid and stuff growing up. Is I always hate forming to the mold and following the rest of the crowds and stuff like that. But with the X Possums, when Jason called me up, he's like, "Hey, like I need you as an artist. Like, do you want to do the art for me for this NFT project?" And I was like, "Oh, I'd love to do this. Like, this would be so great." So as I'm like, sitting there doing the pixelation of, some like 3D glasses, I was like, "Oh, what happens if you put these 3D glasses on in a game as an item? Like, what would the character see, kind of thing? Or now, if the possum holds like a torch or something, like how could you use that inside of a video game?" So as I'm making all these traits and characteristics for the X Possum collection, I'm actually like taking notes in my head about how I can make this into a video game. And for me, like when it comes to culture and the digital world and even the internet, like I remember going online back in the 90s when the internet first came up and playing these little text video games, and they were super fun, but they're super basic and there's nothing to them. So now it's like, how can we make that same fun game and the nostalgia and then kind of mix Web3 and blockchain together? And I feel like NFTs are definitely going to be the key towards that. And if we can actually start building, you know, metaverses and all these rails where we can actually start talking with all these different networks together, I feel like we can actually build something that's even greater than ourselves. And the XRPL Ledger, I think, is going to be at the center of that. You know, helping bridge between like Flare network and even Ethereum smart contracts and stuff like that. So in the next like 5 or 10 years, I think we're going to see some really cool stuff come out. And I want us to be at the center saying like, hey, this is what you can do with your NFTs. Like, check this out. It's not just, you know, one single token gate. It could be multiple utility use cases all at once kind of thing. And yeah, I see like such a bright future for all of this kind of stuff. And I'm just like one person with all these ideas. And I wish there was like 10 of me because I could just work so much faster, but it just doesn't work like that. So everything in good time. Yeah.
So you've been in how long have you been? Did you start this project?
We
What
started
year?
this
2000.
project. Yeah, we started this project actually on Halloween in 2021.
Wow. And why did you choose XRP Ledger to do it on?
We choose the XRP Ledger obviously because of the fast transactions, the tiny fees. It's extremely reliable. But then for us, because we're builders, and it's not like we're not millionaires or nothing, but for us as builders using the XRP, we're allowed to build on top of it. So it's not just like the fees and all that's like the slow fees. It's actually we're actually able to build on it. So I think that's why we picked it. And yeah, right, bro.
I know for me, it's like my first big rug pull was this NFT collection on Ethereum, and right as there, I had like this dirty taste in my mouth. I'm like, oh, we could do so much better. Like, I'm gonna make a world project. We're gonna go to XRPL. It's gonna be so much better. And yeah, so I kind of like a little grudge there, but I just love the XRPL. And even though they're still, you know, susceptible to rugs, like no, not everyone's, you know, there's still bad actors here too, right? But I feel it's a lot secure, even with the Zom and wallet and just the infrastructure itself, because even hooking into video games and stuff, I want to make sure that people can't cheat the system and whatnot as well. And with all these like smart contracts for people to just like copy paste, you don't know what you're doing, or if one thing goes down, all of a sudden all these other contracts stop working as well. And I want to make sure I have a secure infrastructure, and building on XRPL is going to do that for us.
Fantastic. Simon, you got any questions?
Later. Actually, later.
Okay.
Later.
All right.
Later.
Yeah, because I always have like so many questions. So you guys have been. So you said 2021 is when you first opened your game. I see you guys have went to all kinds of different events. You know, and met, you know, all the OGs and whatever. I'm wondering your feedback from them, because you seem to be well received from an outsider's perspective, watching you guys kind of move around in the space. You seem to be well respected members of the community. What's your perception of that?
I know, like I went to Singapore last year, and we were both at Amsterdam the year before at Apex. And I find a lot of it is really geared towards like decentralized finance and bankers. So for us to come in as like an indie game developer, it's really hard for people to kind of support that and give us money, knowing it's not really the best business model compared to all these other great flashy hype projects that are coming out, because we just can't really compete because we're in a whole different like genre basically. But I feel with us too, as like indie game developers, once we show people how you can do stuff with the model that we're using and how to actually make money, I feel that's going to open up the gates to so many people, and we'll be sitting there forefront and be like, I told you so kind of thing. And even too, like I know David Schwartz was talking about how, oh, I wonder why no one's made any cool like NFT like adventure games. And I knew that was like a stab at us. I'm like, oh man, I can't wait to get him him to start playing this game and be like, hey, like I'm finally finished it and stuff like that. And I know like even like that and a lot of the main developers that I've talked to, they're all rooting for us in the back corner, but it's just been such a long go for us. And I like last Sunday was the first day I actually hooked up the XRPL, got the NFTs to work inside my video game. Like I got goosebumps right now. I'm like, my vision is come to life. I feel like that Frankenstein like doctor right now. I'm like, it's alive. And I can't wait to show people like what you can do with these NFTs because the utility is real. It's not fake. It's not myth. Like I'm looking at it, I'm playing with it, and I can't wait to share it with you guys.
Oh, that's fire, man. That is so fire. I have long had the idea, as well as many other gamers. It doesn't matter what console and what machine you play. You know, there's always been that that market that we wish we could participate in, and that is who's got the enchanted sword that gives you the extra mana, this, that, the other, right? Or who's, you know, or if you're a first person shooter gamer, I just want the skin. Do you got the skin yet? Yeah, I'll buy it from you, right? And like NFTs, in-play NFTs, like give us that ability to do that. And I'm very excited just to see that because that will really take gaming to the next level where you're spending your time playing the game, you're in it. But real talk, we're all putting in our own time in to that game. That's work. So if we can capitalize on that by, yeah, I'll sell this to you. Here you go. That's fire. I look forward to that, man. I'm excited about that. That sounds great.
Yeah, that's cool. And the way I'm kind of making this game too, it's like based off of, I don't know if you guys ever played like World of Warcraft or Final Fantasy, like these MMORPGs or like massive multiplayer online role-playing games. But people play these games for years, like 10, 15 years straight, and they just get sucked into it. And this is the culture. And it's like, why don't we have something like that on the blockchain? Because we can match that up with like the collectability of these NFTs. Like I think we have this recipe for success, and we just need to show people how it's done, kind of thing.
So these NFTs, are these the little guys that you would use to play your game?
Yeah. So see, like the one guy has a little carrot there. So if you know you're in the game and you see like this horse in this one area, if you give him the carrot, you can actually like ride him and go to this little secret area. And like there's little guns, there's coffee things. Like each little metadata trait in here has like at least 2 use cases minimum in the game that I'm making. So it actually like rips apart the metadata within the NFT collection to kind of give bonuses in game kind of thing. And I haven't really seen that done with any collection yet. Usually, sometimes there are like the card trading games and stuff like that, like Zertmon, where it's like fighting and battling and whatnot. But with our game, it's different because you can actually come on to our servers online. It'll save your data, and you can come back the next day and continue your story, kind of thing. Where most games are like arcade style, where you have to like get your high score and you play the same level every 3 minutes, kind of thing, and it just resets. So you kind of lose traction, or you lose your attention to it after a while. But we actually have a story to tell that's kind of never ending, and you kind of keep adding chapters to the end of it to kind of keep giving people more and more content. I feel like the sky's the limit. I can't wait to get into it.
I think too, like with the game, it's not just our X Possum NFTs, because I think in chapter 1, I think is there five different projects in there, Chris?
There's 4 other ones, yeah. So we got Schmeckles, there's XPEPE, we got Tree Faces, and the Diploquack Ducks as well. So we've got utility in for them too. Yeah.
So those NFTs that you use will actually give you more stamina or health or whatever, right? Yeah.
How fun, you guys.
Yeah. So the problem that we're solving is like these people have these collections of these wallets with like massive amounts of like NFTs in them, but you can't do anything with them, right? So I think we have about 50 plus projects right now lined up to be in the full 6 chapters of the game. And we just have to get through them to make sure we can enable all this for people to kind of come in and start playing with all these cool little tokens that they have in their wallets.
Jenna, you were going to say something.
Okay. These are so freaking cute though, right? Like, and I know XR Possum, like I know this is one of the OG NFT projects on the XRPL. Like I remember right when like XLS20 and everything was launching, like these little guys had been around, and I was today years old when I realized they're in the shape of an X. It like never occurred to me before that, but I'm so glad that they're still developing. That's so rad.
It's very cool. It's very cool. Well, is there anything else you guys would like to share about Awesome Possum? You guys can go to XRPL Awesome Possum.com. I will post the link in the chat for those of you who are interested in checking them out.
I actually do got one more thing to say before we're done today. or I had to make sure. I actually wrote this down just to make sure I don't screw this all up. So Possum, like Chris's main focus for the last year and a bit, or even like, yeah, the last 2 years, he's been writing, he's been doing all this stuff, he's been working really hard for months. So we just figured it was about last month, we figured it was time that because we believe in what we're building and the network that we're building on, that we should start supporting with some infrastructure too. So that being said, is that, yeah, for the last 30 days, 31 days, we've been running our own validator now.
Oh.
So we have that up and running. The domain should be being added to it very soon, but we decided, we just decided that for just to show people how serious we are, and just like how we want to help out the network and help secure it. This is just a way of doing that. So we didn't do any big announcement or anything like that. This is like the first time we even said anything about it. So we just wanted to
Dipito exclusive. Just saying, that happens.
The Possum validator is live. So yeah, that's it. Thanks so much for having us, Simon, Melissa, Jenna down there, Daniel. How's it going, buddy?
I did have one question from the audience, and that was, are you both on Vancouver Island? Opti is there, and she wants to know how you met, and at least one of them's down the road from her. So that's her question.
Chris is on Vancouver Island, so he's in Victoria, and I'm in Vancouver.
All right.
And we're real brothers in real life. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you are. I was. Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
That's fantastic.
He's the older brother.
Listen, I have two boys, and anytime I see them collaborating on something together, it makes me so proud and happy. And how cool it is that you're working together.
That's
I love
awesome.
it. I absolutely
Pacific
love
Northwest is in the house tonight. I'm loving that.
Definitely.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's get John O up in the hot seat here. He's been having camera issues. John O, welcome to the Dipito Show. Please introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself, how long you've been in crypto, and did you have a eureka moment?
Oh my goodness. It has been a lot. Thank you so much for having me. Finally, can you guys see me now?
Yep, we can see you. We're good.
Let's go. I want to first say thank you so much for the amazing opportunity. It's so beautiful to be here. Shout out to all the amazing people that are here. Shout out to everybody in the listeners. Shout out to everybody. I love you all so much. My name is John O. My original name is John Olaleye, which is not pronounceable to many people. So just let's keep it as John O. And I got into crypto about 7-8 years ago. And I got introduced to it, not in a big deal, but I got introduced to it through one of my friends that was into Forex. And it was just like, oh, Forex, and you know how Forex can be. So from there, we discovered crypto, and we're like, okay, I think we need to start looking into this. And, in my bid of trying to get to know more about Forex and all the other stuffs like that, I found out about NFT. So that is how I got here today. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. And where are you coming to us from? Where are you living these days?
Okay, I'm coming to you from Nigeria.
Nigeria. So it is very, very late there. But it's fantastic. Thank you so much for coming. I know you are definitely a fan favorite. Everyone loves John O. We can't wait to talk to you more about your NFT journey, your music sellout. I hear you're going to sing a little song for us, possibly. So we're all really excited. We're really excited for it. And so we'll be right back with you here momentarily. So hang tight.
All right, no problem. Thank you so much.
Daniel Keller. You have so much to tell us. You are involved in a little bit of everything, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm trying to get these little dirty hands into everything. So I'm kind of in a lot of things at the same time. So what do you want me to talk about first?
Well, your main project, the main project, I knew I kind of ran across you with the casino coin thing. I didn't really get involved in it. And then Jenna started posting the lucky hash scratch offs and stuff. And I'm like, oh, what's this about? And I went to your website and I'm like, holy smokes. I had always seen you like XRP Ledger, CEO of the XRP Ledger. But I didn't realize really who you were. And then when I started kind of looking into all the things, I'm like, you really got a lot of stuff going on. So tell the people about all the things that you're involved with.
Yeah, so as you might know, being the CEO of such a vibrant, forward-thinking ecosystem is a lot of stress. So I was like, well, I need something to chill me down after a long day of work. So we were doing stuff with Casino Coin, which is one of the oldest tokens on the ledger. We often say it kind of kicked off the IOU craze back in the day. When we started, that was pretty much the only real token on the ledger besides Sologenic, which seems it's dying now at the moment, or in some sort of transition, which a lot of people don't really understand. But so we're pretty much one of the OGs, the first token that actually did something. We're one of the first one who did stuff with Sama Nix apps as a token project. Casino Coin is itself is 13 years old by now. So started off as a Litecoin fork, then transitioned to what we called the Casino Coin Ledger, which was a fork of the XRPL Ledger software. Had some problems end of 2020. That's when Eminence took over, and we moved back to where we should have always been, which is the XRPL. And then we had a little bit of more problems by the end of last year. And now we're restarting things with a more specific focus, which is all about provably fair gambling. We have some of the old school games. So if you remember Bitcoin, the early days, you had provably fair dice, Blinko, lottery, all these good things. And gaming has shifted a little bit. So a lot of people are tired of big bonus buys with the established providers not really having a lot of fun, more like just throwing endless amounts of money at it. So we're trying to put the fun back into recreational gaming, as we like to call it. Started off last year with the lottery, which is sitting at a 6,500 something XRP jackpot, which, as you should know, is generational wealth. That's probably around $60 million in 6 months. So you should definitely try and get yourself a lottery ticket if you want to change your life. If you don't want to make such a bold move, you can check one of our scratches or the dice game. I have been told we should give away 100 free scratches, so I dropped a code in the secret chat on the back end, and I would want not to tweet it. So just I don't know if you can put it on the banner on screen, so people didn't have to type it in, and then if any scratches are remaining in 48 hours, we can then tweet it out so people can grab it. But I think we should reward participants. I know a lot of people are saying the best incentive is no incentive. I, of course, completely disagree with this. I would say the best incentive is a free scratcher. So I'm here to give you some free scratchers. So
like this.
Exactly.
So they need to go to scratch.luckyhash.win/gift/redeem-code and type in the 7WC4-42GY-TUG6E, right?
Exactly.
There we go. That's fantastic. Thank you for doing that, guys. I have to say, when Jenna was dropping those, again, I am a dipper-toer. I don't participate in these types of things really. And I had fun. I really did. I thought it was super cool. You're making it so that projects can put their names. So like Dip-a-Toe Show could actually have their scratchers, which is really intriguing and fun to me too. Talk to me a little bit. So you've been in this space for a really long time. And you said like that was like the oldest coin on XRP Ledger, right? The casino coin. And that was one of the ones that I had heard about. And I think our friends Stone and Lady K I think they were using casino coin for the R&R poker night, right? Weren't they using that for that?
Yeah, so that's also true. We have a poker website, rnr.poker, which will be reskinned or redesigned as well. So it's going to fit the Lucky Hash theme moving forward, and that's currently in the works. But yes, there is still the poker night with Stone. They have been playing all the time. I had a little bit of personal stuff going on in the last 6 months. I was a little bit missing in action, but Stone was so kind and kept it alive and had a lot of fun. So thanks for that, Stone. Shout out. Coffee and crypto every day. I just don't know. It's 3 p.m. my time. I'm in Germany, so figure out what this is in your time.
Yeah.
The time should be correct, but I think Stone will be happy if I share it a little bit.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, so we're trying to get more live on the poker as well, but the current focus is all on Lucky Hash. There will be a new version coming out, so the whole site is getting revamped. More games. We working on a VIP loyalty program. That's how the things usually should work. So a lot of effort is being put into making the site more like a gaming hub. And as you mentioned, yeah, we're pretty much one of the oldest tokens. I mean, there have been like, I think 2,000 tokens when we started Casino Coin, but the majority of them pretty much didn't do anything. And when we moved over, we pushed Casino Coin to a $300 million market cap in a couple of weeks. And the new goal I'm pushing for right now is that we wanna reach that billion. And then we want to settle somewhere between 500 to a billion in bear market times. So we're going to see a real explosion once the bull market comes back. And yeah, until then, grab a scratcher, play the lottery. Like I said, $60 million in the jackpot in 6 months because the flitch will be swept. I just spoke with David Schwartz earlier today. He confirmed the switch is real. There are a lot of hidden hints in the video that just dropped by I think the guy's name is XArt, which is the stand cover. It's all hidden in plain sight. If you watch the video and you still have questions about the success of XRP, I can't help you. All the things is out there. It's the riddles, but on steroids. Don't do roids, kids. I was told this is a family show, so hands off the roids. But yeah,
thank you for the clarity.
I'm trying really hard to not.
You're
say
doing so great.
Words.
You are so fantastic right now, Daniel. I do have a question for you. So your background, okay, because gambling is a very regulated thing, right? You got to be
it's called recreational gaming.
Recreational gaming. Okay.
Yes.
So what is your experience with all of this? I mean, have you participated in that outside of the digital asset space, where like what experience did you have to where all of a sudden you're like, I'm going to create Casino Coin, like, did you have experience in the gaming industry prior to dipping your toe into creating this and then becoming the CEO of the XRP Ledger?
Yeah. So sorry. Originally, I'm a system administrator. So what I usually do is I design, maintain, and support networks for mid-sized companies, everything between 250 to 5,000 people. I was having a very chilled life, being the system admin, can't say the name because it's a it's a family friendly show. So it's the B operator from hell. That was like how I was doing my job. Check this out. This is a really good old IT meme. And then I was pinged by someone I knew. I was into crypto already, was working with a guy, and he was like, well, there is this casino in a country where regulation is coming in and they need to go from gray markets to white markets. I know that you are capable of running project management. So are you not interested working for this operator? So I was part of the team who helped the transition from an old system into a new system, following all the regulations, doing the testing on the system. And that was my really first touch point with gambling from the other side, not participating in gambling, but running such an operation and learning how regulation works, how games are tested, how the platform is tested, stuff like that. And then from there, it kind of turned into, the casino coin idea, which was proposed by the same guy. And then it was just like a natural transition. So I was in charge of running the casino coin ledger. As I said, that was a software fork of the Ripple D repository back in the day, based on Ripple D 0.94. We forked it. We changed a little bit in the code. We even implemented like on-chain KYC. We did this before Ripple did it. Reward structure for network participants. We did this. I still have the code for that. Maybe one day the ledger will also reward honest participants who support the network. I mean, that's quite a big ask, but just throwing out there, it exists. Yeah, and that's how I ended up with the XRPL. So before 2016, I didn't have really any touch points with Ripple or the XRPL. I'm pretty sure you can find some old tweets of my old Bitcoin Talk profile where I'm calling it a scam. I mean, I wouldn't rule this out, right? But they might exist. I've evolved since then. I'm thinking about this different, and I'm just being mean to Ripple on Twitter. But I think the XRPL is some beautiful tech.
I love it. Yeah, you put some spicy tweets out there, but yeah, you're not the XRPL CEO of the XRP Ledger for nothing, my friend.
Exactly.
You have been here for quite a long time, and we sure appreciate you coming to the Dip a Toe show and sharing that with us. Yeah. I'm going to get Jenna up here to piggyback off of this because she is a team player when it comes to the Lucky Hash, and I will share the website in the chat, and then we're doing good on time, so we're going to be able to have a lot of conversation here. So Jenna,
What's up?
Let's go. Tell us a little bit. Like you're all over the place. You're involved in so many projects, but the most significant ones for me right now, the XAO DAO, being asked to be the spokesperson, that is quite an honor, I would think, for you. It's a pretty big deal. You want to talk a little bit about that, or do you want to piggyback off of Lucky Hash versus kind of?
I do want to hit one thing that the amazing CEO of the XRPL, which by the way, I was super stoked whenever I got the message to join the team. By the way, I was like, I'm honored, because I was a super fan of Casino Coin, all of that stuff. But we have an AMA tomorrow morning at 10:30 a.m. Eastern. It'll be on the Casino Coin X page. So guys, definitely come join in. And of course, we're going to be giving away more scratchers, all that good stuff. But we had a survey go out, and, for anyone in the community to be able to ask us all different questions. I'm not going to lie, some of the questions were very questionable. But you know what? What the community wants, the community gets, and we're going to throw them in there. So it should be an interesting AMA, but just to kind of catch everybody up, because I know there's a lot of things going on. And even though we put out a weekly blog, and I say by we, I mean Daniel and Jack do, I don't want to type all that, but they're doing a great job with that, putting it out, but it updates everyone every single week, and they're doing like end of week updates and everything, but it is a lot to read and catch up on. So if you just want to get up to speed real fast, join that AMA tomorrow. So that'll be a lot of fun. But that's all I have for that. But for the XAO DAO, you know, it was crazy how I got involved with XAO DAO. Actually, Crypto Eddie had approached me. It was in, I think, like April or May, and she was asking, you know, would I be interested in like running a social media account for XAO DAO and kind of explaining a little bit about it. They're a Ripple grant recipient, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, of course, you know, I could use some extra work. Why not? You know, I was like kind of like honored. You're thinking of me, like cool. And so anyway, we were, I would say, probably in the background working on that, starting socials up for like 4 or 5 months before the DAO went live in October. And unfortunately, the socials had gotten hacked, got taken over by a pesky email that got sent to a team member. It was masked as like an AI, like, hey, there's this problem with your AI video, some kind of like copyright, whatever. So they clicked it, and that's how they got access. Well, waiting on X to give you back your account, even with a gold check, is a complete joke, right? So, you know, I was like, we are a DAO. We are decentralized. Why are we only like, you know, why are we going to let, because our X account is hacked, determine, you know, how successful we are? No, screw that. I'm just going to hold powwows. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to talk about it, and I'm not going to shut up. So I think that's what got me the spokesperson thing, or everyone else was busy. I don't know. But they're like, yeah, Jenna's going to talk about it anyway. She'll do it. And I'm like, okay, I'm in. So, you know, Chip and I host those powwows every Thursday, and tomorrow's pretty cool because we're changing it up. We have actually XRPL Africa joining us, nice. And that's pretty awesome. Yeah, so we can find out Nero's joining us to, you know, help support each other, how we can help boost them and the initiatives that they're working on, and to help grow our global community. So it'll be really cool to hear from them. But yeah, so I mean, the DAO is awesome. This is like the first DAO in the XRPL, at least that I know of, that's legally registered out of Wyoming. We are an LLC. So, you know, we are for profit. The goal with this DAO is to make money together and us be profitable, have, you know, these revenue generating machines inside the DAO that hopefully we can distribute to our members. We don't have a token. Our only token is XRP. And, you know, we just take snapshots of what's in your wallet. Right now, we use Zombin wallet and Bifrost wallet, but we're also integrating different wallets as the community puts forth proposals, right? Right now, we are sitting at, there's so many moving parts. So I'm sorry if I jump around a lot with this.
Oh, no worries. I love
it.
So
right now, I think we're sitting around like 945 members, 940. Decentralized governance is going to start at 1,000 members. And the reason we have to wait until 1,000 is because, you know, we do not want anyone to control more than 0.1% of the vote. And so your voting power is based on your XRP holdings. One vote is 1 XRP. So, you know, let's say whatever the mathematical equations, all that, it totals everybody up before proposals. And it's like, okay, this is your percent of your voting power, all that good stuff. You'll be able to see that in your dashboard. The cost for becoming a member, such a low barrier for entry. Okay. I'm just going to say, I think I have the best $10 NFT you'll ever buy. It's a lifetime membership NFT for $10. That gets you to become a DAO member. You can vote, you can not vote. That gives you access to profits, etc. So yeah, voting's gonna open up soon. I'm super excited. Your NFT, I do want to say your membership NFT is non-transferable. If you have a couple wallets you want to use, you would want a KYC, or you can only KYC one, but you would need a membership NFT in every single wallet if you want to use those for voting. You can only KYC one of them to get profits. Be mindful of that. And yeah, I'm so excited, guys. We're just a couple weeks away from like rolling this baby out. I've been waiting for this moment. I'm hype.
I had to switch our view because your camera is like the latency is really, and I
Oh
was
no.
no one
Well,
was saying anything at first, and I was like, I wonder if I'm the only one seeing this camera situation going on.
Can
So
I
really
can I leave
appreciated
and
that.
come back? Because my wife,
Absolutely.
girl,
Yeah.
I have my extender on and I realized that and I'm like, that's glitching me.
Okay. All
I'm
right.
gonna
Well,
leave.
yeah, leave and come back and we'll resume. We'll go to John O and then we'll bring you back. Is that good? While you're
Yeah.
doing it? Okay. All right. Let's get John O up in the hot seat. John O, tell us all about, you have been making some big time waves in the XRP community and just the world in general. You have such a positive message with your song and all of that. Tell us a little bit about your journey in all of this, what you've been doing. I know you do music, but you do more than that, don't you?
Yes, I do. Thank you so much, Melissa. Honestly, it has been a lot. I could say that I came, which is many people's story. Definitely, I came from one of the most humble backgrounds. From the very, 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 very humble background, and there is just that little kid. I could remember the little kid in me just wanting, to pave way for himself and, probably make an impact on the world. And there are some ways that you want to make impact of the world, but there is not like that opportunity at that particular period or location. You just like feeling handicapped, inability to do that. But I just kept on using what I have, the gift that I've been given to and the talent, and I'm just so grateful. It has been a lot, growing up from a very young age in the kind of area I grew up in. One way and the other, I got fascinated by creativity. I got fascinated by music. I got fascinated by nature. I got fascinated by art. I just found that very, 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 very unique, and everything just like spoke to me. And in that beat, I found how powerful music is, and I discovered how music played a major role in healing and blessing people's life and making an impact. you know there's an old saying that what you can't say to people to get them to hear, you have to just sing it so it will keep being in their memories. So the songs I sing, if you take note of them, they are songs, but they are words that could stick into your mind, just like be all right. So I'm so grateful, and I think that's a little bit about John O. I started making music. I started composing songs since I was like 9 years old, because I started as a worship leader, and which I'm still. Okay, so I started writing songs since I was like 9 years old. I got exposed to multiple instruments, from drums to the piano to the keyboard to guitar to all the kind of guitars, then to many, many other instruments. And at some point, the guitar just sticked out for me. Like the guitar just felt like, "Ugh, this is my instrument." I could feel it. And the guitar was just standing out for me, and I loved making music. And I discovered that sometimes I don't even need to like pick up my books to write. When I play my guitar, in those moments where everything seems so down, in those moments that I'm just like in the saddest period, trying to figure out life, and it is not looking clear. And I just picked up my guitar and I kept on singing, and I just discovered that there's this iota of faith and hope that comes into me whenever I do that. And it just kept on going that way. Then, in the navigation of life, like I said earlier, some of my friends said I should try Forex. Forex wasn't going so well. And then I got into crypto, and I discovered that you need a couple of money to like, do well in crypto. And I'm like, oh. And it was just so confusing. And I didn't know what else to do. And I was like, okay, let's just keep pushing. Then not long after, I think in 2022, I then discovered NFTs, and I got into NFTs as just an enthusiast, just trying to find out what is going on. In my mind, I was like, anything I learned from NFTs, I'm going to use it to do crypto and all that and all that. So I discovered NFTs. I got into NFTs as a photographer. And how did I become a photographer? You know, my passion for creativity, you know, led me into artwork and photography. And, you know, I joined media unit, you know, definitely a couple of media units. I volunteered as a media person and I kept on learning on the job, you know, learning a couple of stuff. You know, you just have to like learn. In Nigeria, we call it hustle. So you just have to stay on point. Anything you see to do, you gotta do it. You just gotta be on your feet. Don't give up at any point, you know. So I learned photography. So I was just like doing that in the space. And you know, I just picked up my guitar that beautiful day. I was in a space. I think then space is always very lengthy. That was around 2022. So I was in the space for about 6 hours. It was not yet my turn. So I just picked up my guitar. I was so sad. I was just frustrated. Everything was just weird. We had a lot of strike going on. There was no money inflow at all. Everything was just like at the downest time for everybody, even in my family also, and people around me. And I just wasn't comfortable with what I was seeing. But I just felt in my art that NFT had a place for me. So I kept on doing that then. Just in that space, I picked up my guitar and I started playing. I just started singing "Don't Give Up." That's how "Don't Give Up" came to be, which is one of the favorite community songs. So I wrote "Don't Give Up." I can't say I wrote it. I got inspired of "Don't Give Up." I don't know a better way to put it than that. I just got the inspiration of "Don't Give Up." Then I started singing "Don't Give Up," and before I knew it, um, I had the full lyrics. I had to work on it, you know, and add some few things to it. Then I got the boldness to like sing in one space, and I just had to, like, okay, can I just get an opportunity to maybe sing this song in your space? And the person was like, okay, sure, you know, that kind of feeling like, let's see what it's going to do. And I just played Don't Give Up in the space, and the whole space just went everywhere. A lot of stuff was just going on. People started reposting me, people followed me, got a lot of comments. But the mind blowing one for me was the fact that I got a DM from someone, and the person told me that she didn't know why she was in that space, but she knew like God just led her to the space because she was depressed. She was in a very bad place. She was going through suicide. She was about to, you know, and all those stuff like that. I'm trying to keep my word. So, you know, she said she reached out to me and she said, "Thank you for doing that song because that song just inspired me to keep going." And that moved me to tears. And I said, if I could do this for one person every single day, I think I want to do this for the rest of my life. And since that day onward, I kept on singing in spaces, just kept on singing in spaces. I don't even get to most of the time talk about my works or project back then. I just go to sing in spaces. And along the line, I started gaining traction. People started, you know, working with John Ho, and it was just that way for me. And I just kept on pushing and pushing, and definitely after that lady, I promise you, there are a lot of couple of others. I've gotten so used to it in my DMs because my other occupation now in the Web3 space is being a counselor. Because when they hear me sing, they come to my DM. I have to like talk back to them, and it's just amazing because I see that I'm impacting lives, you know, from the comfort of my home and from the comfort of my country, even though I don't have the biggest of name or something like that. But I have that gift that people are really seeing. And I have many blessings from there. So I'm so grateful to God for that. And here I am now in the XRPL community, which is mind blowing. Shout out to Stone. You know, definitely I was going to do that, right?
Yeah, you gotta shout
So
out
shout out
Stone.
to Stone. Yes, I have to. So shout out to Stone. Thank you so much. You know, and shout out to Mr. J. Mr. J decided to do a space for me because I think I signed one of the spaces and they were like, wow, they felt different. You know, I've sang in spaces whereby everybody in the space were all crying. And you know the funniest is still the same song, Be Alright. I sang this Be Alright in a certain space, and every single person in that space were crying. And they couldn't express themselves. But I didn't know what was going on, but I knew something really happened. Like it really touched them in their heart. And I was so grateful that, you know, my music, I don't really have a genre for it, but I know it's full of light, it's full of love, and it's full of inspiration. So
Well,
I thank God for the XRP community.
You definitely are a
Yes, thank you so
to
much.
all that listen to your music. One of the things I wanted you to talk about is you've been very successful with your NFTs. So my first question is why you chose the XRP Ledger, and then the second pivot is to selling out on IM Collectibles, the first artist to put their NFT on the new IM Collectibles platform and actually sell that out. So that's quite an accomplishment, sir.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And I'm so grateful. It's just really amazing for me. Like, it feels like a dream come true to, you know, there were a lot of thoughts thinking about it that how am I going to sell out on I am collective because it was a new platform in my mind. But it was so shocking that everything just happened the way it is. And I want to give a shout out to IMU collective team, Niall Cottrell, Rob, and every wonderful other person. Fitzy, those guys are really amazing. I love them so much, and you know, it's such a great privilege for for me to see their support. You know, I pivoted into the XRPL. I think I discovered the XRPL late last year, which was really a big one for me because I just found out the community and I saw many of my friends, they were there and I'm like, okay, what's going on here? And I just, you know, found myself in the space and you know, I just started doing the things. But shout out majorly to Mr. J. Many of us know him as Mr. Jensen. He hosted a space for me called Know Your Artist and stuff like that. So he interviewed me in that space, and you know, it was just so massive that particular day. Stone came in, Mr. Zam, Steak and Bake, every single person. Let me just say that was my debut journey. That would be January 9th of 2026. That was my debut journey into the XRPL. And within the past 3 months, the kind of accomplishment that I've made is just really amazing. And I just want to give a shout out to the community. This community is full of love. And I love every single person in the space. And you guys are just the best. And shout out to IM Collective. That platform is really amazing. I had a beautiful journey going through it. Yes, I had a beautiful time, you know, like exploring the platform. And I knew that this thing is definitely having massive potential and something that the world will get to realize. So thank you so much.
Oh, we really appreciate you. Okay, we got a little bit of time left to be able to kind of go back around the room and talk some talk. But we would love for you to play us a song. But before you do, I have to shout out Mr. 68J, Crypto for Life. If you guys aren't following this channel, you need to be. He has dropped super stickers all night long. I just want to say I love you so much. Thank you. We appreciate you. It's amazing. It's amazing. And he is the one that is gifting us a free ticket to a streaming ticket to his XRP Las Vegas on April 29th. We are giving a ticket away this evening. I did post it in the chat that I want you to please put why you love the Dipito Show. Make sure you're following the Dipito Show, and we are going to pick the winner and at our After Dark space later this evening. So, Jono, if you would sing us a beautiful song, we would appreciate it.
Whoa, definitely. Let's go. So I'll be singing my song that sold out. Shout out to everybody in the space. I know you guys have been anticipating this. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, go. Yeah. You might be going through a lot. You might be losing your peace. Life might not seem so good for you. It could be really hard on you. You could be crying when you wake up. Late in the night, you still stay up. Oh, you might be confused about life. Your for good is to alright. All I know is that everything's gonna be alright. Alright, yeah. All I know is that everything's gonna be alright. Alright. All will be fine. Oh, you will be fine. Oh, you will still smile. Oh, you will still smile. No matter what you are facing, don't lose your focus at all. No matter what comes your way, don't lose your determination, because you're too shy and be a light. And the struggles of today will never last, because you're too shy and be alright. And the struggles of today will never last. All I know, everything's gonna be alright. Alright. All I know is that everything's gonna be alright. Alright, all will be fine. Oh, you will be fine. Oh, you will be fine. Oh, you will still smile. Oh, all will be fine. You will be fine. You will still smile. Oh, you will still smile. Let's go.
Oh, I love it. That's beautiful. Beautiful. I loved it. You guys, I posted everybody's handles in our chat and the links to their websites and that. I'm going to find the I Am Collectibles so people can find you on there too, Jono. Fantastic. We love you sharing your story, and hopefully maybe we'll have time for you to do another one at the end of the show. But I want to thank you so much for sharing your story. And I am going to bring it back over to Jenna X now because she's got a better camera. So let's put you over there. All right.
Let's see. Let's test.
See. It's a little better. It's a little better than it was, guys. Yeah, it's still a little bit wonky. Let's put it like this. There, is that better, guys?
Do that.
Yeah,
yeah.
All right. So carry on. One thing I did want to ask you, Jana, is Why do you believe that it is important for those of us early adopters, those that are asking those questions, dipping our toes into this ecosystem? Why is XAO DAO so important, and why should people join the XAO DAO?
Absolutely, and great question. You know what? You need to have a voice. This gives you a chance to have your voice heard. And the XAO DAO stands like it's here to empower builders on the XRPL. It's here to give normal, everyday people a voice. And I know that I am freezing up, so I'm just going to do this for a second. But that's what it's here for, right? We want to give the holders something to do with their XRP. We want to advocate through decentralized funding, collective decision making, and also show that the XRPL is decentralized, right? That's what it's here for. The early proposals that we have, those are going to be for we're going to roll this out in a phase, actually, which is cool. So right off the bat, we're not going to give out money for the first 10 proposals that come in per se, but the first 5 to 10, we want to make sure that everything's working the way it should be. So those are going to be straight community building and governance type proposals. And then once we show that, okay, the system works, everything's cool, and people are actually voting, then we're going to move towards actually be able to take on ones that are requesting money in the form of grants and micro grants and everything like that. But there used to be so many people that would just be like, oh, nobody cares, we don't have a voice. Well, okay, so this is giving another layer of value to XRP, right? Aside from, people just want to be like, oh, we want to rely on the efforts of Ripple to make number go up for XRP. But I do believe that by using your XRP for governance, it adds more value to XRP. And, our community as a whole has everything it needs to succeed and to be able to make this go. And, I don't want to say it's owning part of a company, but you are, right? You're an entrepreneur whenever you join this, because we are an LLC, we are for profit. So let's see what we can do and what we can build together as a community, and starting out with a group of 1,000. And the early proposals are really going to make a difference, right? Those are the building blocks, and we have to start somewhere. But if you're early to this and you have a proposal or you want funding for something, you're more likely to be heard whenever it's just a group of 1,000 versus we get down to we get 10,000, we get 20,000 as it grows more and more and more. So that's why these early proposals really matter. And if you're here early, whenever you're submitting something, you're like a politician, you are advocating for yourself, you're getting it out there, you're explaining why we should do this. Think of how they had XRPL grants and that program, and it is launching again. Everybody had something to say about who got funding, or this project was really stupid. Well, now you have a voice. Use your voice. You don't like this project? Well, then vote no. You like it. You think they should be given a shot. You think there's, potential here. Cool. Vote yes. So I love it. I think that, we should have a voice. We should be heard, and we need to be as decentralized as possible.
Absolutely. And it's only, what is it? It's 10 XRP, right?
$10.
Oh, $10. That's right.
Paid in XRP. Yeah. So whatever that translates to an XRP, but it's not even a full $10.
Yeah.
$10.
Yeah. And that's for life, right?
Yeah.
It's not like you're having, I will say that Dipper Toe has an affiliate link. I posted the link for people to go to the XAO DAO site to sign up for the XAO DAO, $10 to give yourself a voice forever on this ledger. I think it's incredibly important.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's important that, we try and give this a shot. And our goal is to be independent of Ripple. We do, Ripple obviously got this started, the ball rolling. And our goal is to be obviously the self-sustaining, and we are going to have what's called the XAO Hub, which is kind of like a matchmaking app, if you will, for, let's say you're a VC, you're looking to invest in a certain type of project, or you're a developer and you need VC money, or you're looking for a designer, you're looking for an attorney, whatever. So there's going to be a small fee, and basically matchmaking to use this service, but that's multi-chain, that's chain agnostic. It can be anyone, Web 2, Web 3, whatever chain coming together. And that is also like profits from that will go into the XAO DAO treasury. So that's one of the things that we are building out to launch first.
Fantastic. I'm curious, are all of you guys members of the XAO DAO? I know I am. I joined.
I appreciate you. I know Daniel is now. Got on board some more.
Part of the XAO DAO. Yeah, I thought, we had Fabio on Dipito Show. We interviewed him and he kind of went over it. So those of you who are interested in learning more, you can go back and watch that episode. He really did a great job of answering all of our questions. Like, we had a lot of questions and there were a lot of people in the audience asking the questions. And I thought, you know what, it's $10. I'm going to do it and be part of history, like be part of this core first 1,000 people. And how close are we to getting to that 1,000, Jenna?
I think when I checked earlier today, we were at like 938 around there. So I think within a couple weeks we'll hit that number. But like as you were saying, Fabio Marzella, he is one of the co-founders, and Santiago Velez, and they're also managers of the DAO. But Fabio is a board member of the XRP Ledger Foundation. So he is essentially our voice on that. So eventually one day when he steps down, a different member of the XAO DAO will take that place as a board member, of the XRPLF. But let's say, there's something here that's too big for us to push through as the XAO DAO, or we don't have money for, or it's something that we want our voice heard, we want Ripple to hear us, except, you know what I mean? So he is our voice at that level, which I think is really awesome and super powerful for us, for the community.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Simon, you got any questions?
Oh, I do. I do. But I really think that for the DAO, it's really going to have to kind of unfold. I really like the concept of DAOs because because there's already structures that we have currently, globally, where, people can come together on a unified entity or banner, so to speak, and do good things, and, make money along the way, etc. And I find that very fascinating in this space. And here this is, you have a group of people, your goal is to make money, by any and all means necessary, that are lawful and legal and ethical. You have members, right? So now you have basically a private member association in a way, which I was actually going to ask about that. However, I don't know if it's actually relevant here because they have the LLC in Wyoming. And so that would actually be more an incorporated versus association or incorporated association. So there's some differences there. But I was just curious if there is any tax benefits to any member within the DAO going forward, as that DAO is making money, so are you. So, is there any, I don't know how to like really word it, because it gets tricky into memberships, right? Even like a company, arguably, like the Dipito entity could be a member of that DAO. Thus, that could send treasuries over to that DAO or vote on, however that might work, and then receive distribution from the good works that the DAO is doing, making money. And then that, the Dipito structure would have some tax obligations, etc. But if the DAO did charity work or other things, does each member get that benefit and be applicable to their, their situations, etc.? But that's kind of a loaded question.
I would say with it. Well, I'm not a tax expert, but like you would obviously have to claim this on your own and everything. Now, here's what I did. I got my XAO DAO membership under my Jenna X Marketing LLC, and my wallet that I hold for that. right? So anything that comes in through that I need to claim will be claimed through my marketing LLC.
Yep.
That's the way
Perfect.
I'm doing it personally. But, for each person that does do that, and you're going to have to be KYC'd for it, obviously. And that's why you can only KYC one wallet. You'd have to, claim that on your taxes and do that thing. But now, as far as the charity aspect of that goes, of course, the XAO DAO could do that. And, they'd have to set up a 501. Well, they're not a 501c3, but any tax charitable contributions, stuff like that. Those are things that the DAO would have to claim on their taxes, their end. But I don't know how that would actually affect you as a member. I don't think it does. I think you just have to claim your own distributions when we're at that point.
I think
it's a fascinating.
Honestly.
It's fascinating. It's very fascinating. I love the DAO. I mean, DAOs are basically the future of associations, how they are right now. Digitally, and it'll be global. Actually, that is an interesting question though too. So when you do KYC, have you guys ran into any friction thus far with members of the DAO being from different jurisdictions globally? Have you guys hit that wall yet?
So right now, as it stands, I think that US, because they have to, go by laws of each country and everything. So I think it'll start with KYC and distributions in the US, and then they're going to have to take each country individually and figure out how that goes and branch out. So I know we're going to start it with US, that way.
And if I recall, Jenna, when they were on, when Fabio was on, I think we had the question that if we signed up for it, and then we wanted to transfer it over into how you signed up automatically through your LLC, that you could do that. You just have to, you can't have more than one with the voting, right? That's right. What, or the attached to that KYC, right?
Yeah. So you can have essentially as many member NFTs as you want. Let's say I have 5 wallets. I want an NFT in every single one of these to be able to vote with, but I can only KYC with one of them. And your KYC'd NFT is the one that after 12 months, they're going to take your average of your XRP holdings for your, to determine how much of an allocation of profits you're going to be able to get. So you want to be mindful of that. Yeah.
That's what that prevents people from gaming the system and letting someone get, so much control by trying to have multiple wallets and claiming that profit, right?
Just like a dividend paying life insurance policy.
Yeah. Right. And the cool thing is too, with them being the LLC and everything, they can become an accredited investor, and they can make investments that just the average person might not be able to make, because there's a ton of us, we're just normal people, right? We're not accredited investors, but to be able to have exposure to other opportunities and investments. So I think that's pretty cool too.
Well, and the other thing that I really like about all of this, about all of these projects, everybody that's building on the XRP Ledger, particularly this XAO DAO thing, this takes us out of our comfort zone, it dips our toe into things that we might not normally have given attention to, right? It's forcing you, by spending that $10, you are investing in yourself, because now you are part of a community and you have a voice. You have a voice to ask questions. You can demand answers from them, and other people in the community are going to lift you up, because why? They have skin in the game too, right? So you're rubbing elbows with early adopters of this and forcing yourself to learn. And so that's why I think it is so incredibly awesome and important that we do, even if you are questioning why should I join a XAO? I don't know about this XAO DAO thing, why it's $10 and you can learn, use it as a teaching tool for yourself.
Exactly. And you have a global community, behind you, where you can meet every week, you can learn, you have access to other things, we help each other. honestly, I think for $10, like I think for me, that's, that's providing a ton of value. And so Chip and I, we on the chain, Chip, I don't know if you've met him yet, but we try to do the powwow every Thursday as we can. And if you have more questions, come in there. And Chip, like, he always has the operating agreement handy. Like, he loves reading the operating agreement. It's his shtick. I'm like, that's just his favorite thing. It's funny. But like, to give you the actual by the book details of things of how the operations are. And you can actually, whenever you become a member, you actually can read that operating agreement before you become a member and check it off. Like, okay, I see how you're doing things. That's cool. And so, yeah, super helpful tool.
I think we answered this question already, but Optimistic Prime has a question. Been wondering about individual versus company membership. Am I allowed to sign up with the Wandering Footprint or the Bull Umbrella as well as my personal one? Question mark. So,
sign up with as many as you want.
Yeah, but so she's saying like as her personal one. So I guess if you're considering your personal one being the one that you're going to do the KYC with, then the KYC is then forever attached to, at that point, the Wandering Footprint, right? If she signs up and does it, or would she have to be incorporated in all of that in order to do the KYC through the Wandering Footprint? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, like I'm thinking you can go ahead, like, is the Wandering Footprint, is that an LLC? Because I'm thinking if that one's a business, you can sign up with that. And then if you have a personal, you should be able to with just your like regular
and the other thing,
ID.
I think the thing is too, is the wallets, right? So we can name our wallets, whatever bucket we want to say. So if, Awesome Possum has a wallet, that's Awesome Possum, but Chris is signing up under his own name. Can he use the Awesome Possum wallet attached to his KYC? Probably, right? You know what I mean? Like, but if you're signing up as an LLC, then you'd have to sign up doing the KYC as the LLC itself, correct?
Yes, I would think that those are two separate things, and that would be okay. But I will get you clarity on that. That's a good question.
Yeah, I like it. Any other questions from anybody else on any of this right now?
Yeah, I actually have one for Jono.
Let's go.
Jono, when are you gonna be doing your tour, your actual tour? When's that start, bro? Because that was fire.
Oh, thank you so much. Definitely. I look forward to that happening. I believe it's gonna happen someday. We're gonna be going to many places and we're gonna inspire people. We're gonna have young people come together.
You keep doing that. Don't stop. Keep going, bro. The world needs you. Jono, do you know Rob? Melissa, help me out here. Oh, I think she froze. Rob Philo.
Rob Philo.
Yeah.
I do.
Man,
I do.
Go ahead.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I think those two could go on the road together and do some serious healing the world straight up. That would be fire.
Well, we have a little bit of time left. I did want to share the screen for a couple of these different things here. I was trying to find where is it? Right here. Here we go. This is the imcollectibles.xyz. As you can see there, Be All Right is sold out. Very first, that is a brand new platform where music artists can mint their NFTs and have certainty that there's ownership. The people that are purchasing those NFTs, they have ownership. We did have those, the IMUTV, Niall Cottrell and Fitzy came on to talk about it. And of course, as you know, Dipito show streams live on IMUTV. So it's very exciting. And we want to say congratulations once again to John O. for minting out on that platform. Very exciting. Maybe one of these days we'll get Chris and Jason minting on IMUTV for your game. I am curious what your thoughts are on that platform, if you've had a chance to look at it, or what your thoughts are on the whole ownership side of NFTs and the recent revelation regarding being able to download them and all of that from the IPFS. I'm curious what your thoughts are on that.
Yeah, like it's a really huge point, especially if you're like a fine artist or a musician where you're really trying to hold on to your rights with the royalties and whatnot. But I know with us, it really comes down to like the issuer addresses with our NFTs, because we have to read the ledger and see who owns what. So it doesn't matter if someone goes and like steals our XPOS image and makes their own NFTs out of it, because it won't match up to our issuer wallet, and the total addresses will be different within the blockchain. So as us as game developers, we're kind of safe because of that, because we're actually reading the ledger information from there. But I really hate the idea of, these fine artists that are spending like hundreds of hours and making these great masterpieces, and then someone else is going and just taking that information and saying, hey, I can sell this and make a profit off it because I took it off this decentralized network. And I think there really needs to be some protection there for the artists to save their work. And what IMUTV are doing is just awesome. And I think just their outlook and their initiative to get this done for the XRP Ledger just says so much for the community and how strong we are and what we care about for our work and the others, and what they do for each other, kind of thing. So yeah, I just love what Niall and all those guys are doing and bring it up. And like with us too, like our first project, our first NFT project was all pixelated, so it's really basic. Our second one, that's all hand drawn by myself, is all two-dimensional. And we said, like, maybe our third collection could be something like 3D or physical, but hey, who knows, maybe we'll do some like music or something too and bring something out as well. So, and try and incorporate that into our game somehow too, right? So it should be fun.
Fantastic. Jason, any thoughts on that?
What was the question again?
Just what you thought what you thought about the NFT situation with being able to download pretty much any NFT from the IPFS files, and the fact that Niall, Cottrell, and Fitzy and Rob have a new platform called I Am Collectibles, the one that John O minted out on, where they're actually participating or protecting the artists by having, kind of closed access to that NFT. So when you purchase this music NFT, nobody else can go and download that song without paying for it, which is kind of a unique situation.
No, I totally love that. That's an awesome idea, and I'm surprised actually somebody didn't do this sooner, right? But yeah, no, that's great. And yeah, like GORK said, it's artists need some sort of protection out there. So yeah, I don't really have too much more to say on that. Chris kind of nailed it.
Nailed it. Exactly. I'm curious of your thoughts on that, Daniel.
So yeah, I was just I'm super embarrassed. I was just reading something. Can you repeat the question for me, please? I'm super sorry.
Oh, no worries. So there's the newest revelation across the XRP community has to do with NFTs, and the concern stems from being able to download NFTs from the IPFS file. So anybody, like particularly as music comes more and more onto the ledger, there you can discover, you can go to the IPFS file and download the song and all. You don't have to pay for it. And so Niall, Cottrell, and Fitzy and Rob Nichols from IMUTV, they have a new platform called IamCollectibles.xyz, where the artists can kind of, you can token gate your stuff and all of that there, but you can mint your music NFTs or even movies on the platform, where the person that buys it knows that other people can't just go and download and rip off their stuff. The artist gets the sale, and so they're kind of protected instead of just being out there free. And so it brings the question of decentralization versus some form of necessary centralization here that has been a big no-no. Anything you mentioned the word centralized and people get really kind of aggravated from it. So, but it's a necessary thing when you're talking about ownership. So I just kind of wonder what your thoughts are on that.
I mean, if you truly want to have a one of one, and you're looking for a way to make sure no one can steal that, and I would assume by stealing that, if it's let's say it's a sound file, you want some mechanism in order to encrypt it. Sorry, there are solutions for this out there. I mean, nothing is 100% foolproof. You can probably come up with a solution you can't decrypt today or brute force today or hack in any way today. Will it be like this forever? I don't know. So from a technical point of view, that's super interesting. I do understand the idea, and yeah, I mean, if you're looking for a way to protect your content, then I'm all up for that. I mean, decentralization. I mean, people always use the word decentralization. I think they don't really understand that's not just like having a ledger that's running on, or having something that's out there and decentralized in the terms of a lot of people are doing something or having a bit of something.
Yep.
When it comes to content and ownership, you want to protect your stuff. And I mean, if you upload something to IPFS, everyone can grab the file, right? So NFTs as of today are pretty much like, it's going to the Gucci store and then buying a pair of shoes, and then all you get is the receipt, and you're gonna take the receipt home and tap it to your feed while the shoes are still at the store, right? So that's pretty much the same. For some people that works out, for some people it doesn't work out. So if there is a mechanism that's secure and will work for a long time to make sure only authorized people can consume certain type of content, yeah, I'm all up for that. I mean, the artist should have, and the artist and the buyer should have the choice what's happening with the content.
Absolutely. And yeah, because people get involved in this for different reasons, right? And so it goes back to asking the question, what is your desired outcome? What is your reason for creating it? And like Chris and Jason just said, like, we don't really care because ours, like it's attached to this way for the game, and it's not going to work if they rip off the PFP. It's not a big deal. But for others that are creating maybe an exclusive one of one, and then to find out other people can download it for free, that's like, ooh. And I don't think that a lot of people, because we are early adopters, we are beta testers and all of this, a lot of people didn't even realize this was a thing. They had no idea about IPFS files. And in fact, I stumbled upon it accidentally when I created my own test NFT, and XRP Cafe accidentally deleted my collection. And it was like, what the heck? I know it worked. I did everything right. And then me and Optimistic Prime went down the rabbit hole, and we traced it back to the IPFS, and it was like everything was still there and I could download it. And I was like, well, this is interesting. It's no longer on Cafe, but I can download it here forevermore. And so just thought it was really interesting. And then just even thinking, like, there's so many smart people building and doing, and never heard anybody talk about it, until Niall said, like, there's a problem with music NFTs, and then holy smokes, here we go, kids. But yeah, I think that it's an interesting thing, and I'm glad that people are building a solution for it. So yeah, and I want to go around the room with any final thoughts. Simon, I want to know if you have any questions for our guests before we go to final thoughts and ending.
I do, but we're at final thoughts. This will turn into a 4-hour show. No, I'm kidding.
Well,
no,
I know,
but no, it's all good. This is all good. This is Faces of Crypto. No. Go for it. Final thoughts. Let's go.
Final thoughts. Let's go around the room. We'll start with Daniel. We'll go to Jenna, Daniel, Chris, then Jason, and then Jono. Hopefully can sing us out. Tell everybody how, your final thoughts and how people can find you.
All right, final thoughts. Who's going first?
You go first. You ladies first.
Oh, okay. All right. All right, thanks. Appreciate you. No, I just wanted to say thank you for having me. This was so much fun. And John O, your smile is so contagious. I think I speak for everyone. You're just like absolutely lighting this up. So fun. Don't forget, guys, remember to get your scratchers with that code that was up here. I think it might still be in the chat. I don't know. Check that out. We have our AMA tomorrow for Lucky Hash, the transition from Casino Coin to Lucky Hash at 10:30 a.m. Eastern tomorrow on X. Would love it if you guys are there. And then we have the XAO DAO powwow right after that, featuring XRPL Africa. Would love your support there too, guys. So thank you so much, and I will pass it on to Daniel.
I would say the best time to be alive is today. Make sure to get a free scratcher, and always remember there's only one true CEO of the XRPL, and that's me. Now go over to luckyhash.win and have some fun.
Let's go. Chris.
I'd just like to say thanks for having us tonight. It was really great just chatting with everybody. You can check us out at XRPL for our website, XRP Possum if you want to see us on Twitter. And we have a lot of cool stuff coming up down the pipe. About 4 years of hard work for this video game, and I can't wait to show everybody. And just stay tuned for what we have coming this year. And I hopefully see everybody at all the real live events coming up as too. I plan on being at Vegas at the end of April, as well as Ripple Swell in New York in October. And hopefully I'll get up on stage to talk to you guys about the game. So thanks for having me.
Fantastic. Jason.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, me and Chris we're two brothers building on the XRPL for the last 4 years, and we're just getting started still. So yeah, stay tuned.
Man, so excited that you guys came on. I'm so thankful too.
Thanks so much for having us.
Before we get to John O, because I'm going to have him sing us out, couple announcements. So as you mentioned, you're going to XRP Las Vegas. I highly encourage everybody to go. 68J is throwing a party on April 29th. As I said, we got a contest going. I don't know if everybody's doing it, and if we don't have any entries, we'll just do double next week, and I'll be better about organizing my contest. But if you did, we'll be drawing that later this evening in the afterspace. I do want to invite everybody to come to the afterspace on X. I just posted it in the chat. It starts at 10:10 over there on X. Also, I wanted to make another announcement is that we will be giving one free digital streaming ticket to that event once per week. 68J has been very generous. Those are $99 tickets, streaming tickets to watch that entire event. We have the privilege of giving one away every week. So that is really cool. Also, I am part of the planning committee for XRPL Cancun that is coming up in August. And we are putting word out to anybody that's interested in going to that event. If you are a creator or you have a business, you want to have a booth there, you will not have to pay for a booth. And anybody that's gone to any of these conferences or events knows how expensive it is to obtain space at an event like that. You will have to buy your own ticket and all of the things when you go, but you will be able to have a booth. And so if you are so inclined, you're interested, reach out to me. And like I said, I'm on the planning committee, and we'll get you set up with the details on all of that. So yeah, without further ado, I would love for John O to give his final thoughts and sing us out.
Thank you so much. I just want to say thank you so much for this amazing privilege. And I don't know how many people in the world will see this. I just want to say to everybody, life is always worth it. There's no reason to give up anytime soon. Just keep pushing and pressing, and someday things will definitely be better. So that's what I have to say. Thank you so much. And you want to say something?
Oh, who is well, I did Sholo reminded me when you get your tickets for XRP Ledger Cancun to use the code DIP because you're gonna save 3% off of that using our dip code, and that is gonna save you a lot of money. So write it down, jot that down, but we'll be talking about that for months to come here. So in any event, Jono, please sing us out.
Sure, definitely. And finally, I want to say again, if you want a good life, make good choices. Let's go. Yeah. Oh. It might not be easy at the start. It is not easy to go about it. It might be stressful every day to stay awake and go on spacey. Yeah, you can get tired of these days, but don't stop, it will soon be great. Oh, don't give up, nah, put in the energy. Oh, don't give up, nah, put in the energy. Oh, don't give up, nah, put in the energy. Oh, the story's gonna change someday. The story's gonna change someday. Oh, you might be struggling all the time, and you are trying to fight. Just know that sorrow might last through the night. Oh, but joy comes with the morning. Oh, so don't give up, nah, put in the energy. Oh, don't give up, nah, put in the energy. Oh, don't give up, nah, put in the energy. Oh, the story's gonna change someday. My story's gonna change someday. Your story's gonna change someday. We're gonna smile again. Thank you so much.
Oh, I love it so much. Yeah, guys, I definitely want to thank everybody for coming to the show this evening. It's been a wonderful conversation with everyone. Simon, do you have any final thoughts yourself?
I do. You guys need to go back and play that again and listen to Jono's song right there. You got to put into the energy. Crypto's not for sissies. Dip that toe, think, grow, and let's go.
You guys, don't forget to get your Lucky Hash free ticket to scratch off. I did them. I won a couple. You have a chance to win a couple XRP. I mean, it's super fun. Why not try it? It's no big deal. We did put the code in the chat. You can go back and look, and they'll be gone when they're gone, right, Jenna?
Yep. I think we put out like 100 of them. So when they're gone, they're gone. But enjoy them. Have fun. That's what it's all about.
Really appreciate you guys. All right, everyone. Watch us over or listen to us over on the After Dark space. We love you all. See you soon. Thanks for the 401. Thanks to the new subscribers. And thank you, 6AJ, for all the wonderful super stickers.
Step right up, let's take the dive. Crypto world is coming alive. From XRP to the blockchain beat. Join the crew where pioneers meet. Got builders, dreamers, paving the way. Multi-chain vibes, we're here to stay. Wanna know? Don't wait, let's go. Dip a toe, join the Web3 flow. Take a step, explore the scene. Dip a toe, show, living the dream. From the ledger to the stars we climb. Crypto's future, it's our time. Dip a toe, yeah, take that chance. Join the vibe, let's crypto dance. Faces of crypto, stories we share. Early adopters, they're everywhere. From XRPL to the Web3 wave. Bold moves, only we're here to pave. Melissa and Simon, they light the way. Every week it's a crypto play. Wanna know? Don't wait, let's go. Dip a toe, join the Web3 flow. Take a step, explore the scene. Dip a toe, show, living the dream. From the ledger to the stars we climb. Crypto's future, it's our time. Dip a toe, yeah, take that chance. Join the vibe, let's crypto dance. Let's crypto dance. No advice, just a spark to ignite. Do your research, keep your vision tight. Community strong, we're building the way. Dip a toe show, here to stay. Take a step, explore the scene. Dip a toe show, living the dream. From the ledger to the stars we climb. Crypto's future, it's our time. Dip a toe, yeah, take that chance. Join the vibe, let's crypto dance. So take a chance, don't be shy. Crypto's calling, we're reaching the sky. Join the movement, come take a look. Web3's rising, the world's been shook. Ooh.